Welcome to my first class. I am a beginner doing the YouTubes, but I haven't got my L plates. Welcome to my students and also some additional friends of mine. The class will be shorter than normal, but this is really a trial class, so I'm just going to go through with a few basics at the moment. So I hope you'll bear with me. So would you like to start lying down on your mat? Okay, so I presume you've got your mat out, if not, very quick. So lying on your mat, like we usually start the class, with your knees bent and the soles of your feet on the mat. And make sure your head is comfortable. If you use a block or cushion, so that your chin is not up. Your arms down by your sides and just closing your eyes. And all you've got to do is breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. So these are hard times. So all you've got to do is breathe in and remember to breathe out. So you have your eyes closed. You're releasing your weight into the earth. It's taking your weight. You can let go for a moment. So you're breathing in. As the breath is let out, let it be the end of that moment and the birth of something new. All those thoughts, as they come up, just see them and let them go. Let any storyline in your mind die. Let the space for something new arise. So focus on your breath. Now you can feel it on the tip of your nose. Your eyes are closed, all your senses are equal. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing out. Another 4 slow breaths. Just focusing on where the breath is going, how you feel, and letting go. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. A couple of breaths. And then start to have a stretch out. Stretch out one leg, the other leg. Stretch your arms along by your side. Make sure the shoulders are down, the chin is down, you've still got your eyes closed. And now, when we're in class, I can see you. Now I can't. And you may know one of my favourite expressions is listen to your body when it whispers, and you won't have to hear it scream. So you will be able to stop when you want to. You can adapt the postures to accommodate your own problems. Use blocks if you have them, or a cushion or two that you have at home, as long as you're stable. Make sure you're on your mat and have bare feet so you don't slip. And that you're wearing all your yoga gear. You have the means to pause me or fast forward me, and that would be interesting anyway. So we're going to come into sitting with your legs crossed. So bend your knees in, roll onto your right side, and come up to sitting with your legs crossed. Take a block or a cushion and sit on your block. Bring your feet forward under your knees. Lift the spine, shoulders down, head centered. Think of lifting the collarbones. What happens then? The tummy works, you're lengthening your spine right through to the top of your head. Hands lightly on your knees, elbows out a little bit. lower abdomen working. Just take a couple of breaths, feeling the rib cage moving now. Then have a stretch up. Breathe in the lift. Lengthen. Shoulders down, head centre. Can you lengthen any more? Fingers together straight. Middle finger lifting up to the ceiling. Breathe. Arms back. On the next out breath, pushing the air out. Pushing the air out and bringing the arms down. Then we're going to get up. And we're either doing, if you normally do sun salute, we do sun salute. If you don't, so we'll start off with cat pose anyway. So we just do a couple of cat poses before we do sun salute. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, spreading the fingers. Breathing in, breathing out. First of all, the back is in neutral. When you breathe in, you release the tummy. When you breathe out, you pull the tummy in, round your back, bring the head through your arms, looking at your navel, tucking your tail under. Breathe in as you drop the tummy down, move the shoulders back, look up, smile. And breathing out, opposite movement. Tail under, bring the head in, look at your navel. As you change the breath, bring the chest forward. Breathe, breathing in and breathing out. Tummy in and round the back. So you can continue with that a couple of times if you're not doing sun salute. If you're doing sun salute, wonderful thing to do in the morning. And what happens? We've got sun. Wonderful. Hands in namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back, knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, elbows back. Out into dog, heels down. Energy, breathe in, step forward with the right between the hands. You might have to get it there with the hand. Breathe out, feet together. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back. Knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Smoothly into cobra, down into dog. Breathe in, big step forward, left between the hands. Breathe out, right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Just one more round, each side. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the right foot back. Knee down and up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward right. Breathe out left. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Oops. And hands into namaste. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Breathing out, fingers in line with toes, head down. Breathe in, bring the left foot back. Knee down, look up. Retain into plank. Breathing out, knees, chest, forehead down. Breathe in into cobra, out into dog. Breathe in, step forward left. Breathe out right. Breathe in, stretch up and back. Hands into namaste. Get your breath back. Come up if you're into cat. Breathe. So, heel of the hand under the breastbone, lifting. Shoulders down. So, let's put a block between the thighs. Put a block, find a cushion, a book or something. And just seeing the short end of the block. There, and squeeze. Squeeze even harder, as if you were trying to make it a narrow one. And feel how strong that feels. Mountain pose. So from the hips down, stable. And from the hips up, ascending into the sky. The mountain top, the top of your head. The arms just by your side. Squeeze the block. tail a little bit under, then tummy works. Lower abdomen in and up, all the way up. Breathe. How stable it feels if you're really gripping. Sometimes in class I try and pull that block out, don't I? So imagine, well, pull it out yourself. Bring your hand round, and if you can easily get it out, then you're not gripping hard enough. Okay, we're going to come out of that now. Take the block out, but still feel that stable posture. Imagine the grip is there. Let's do chair pose. So, arms forward, start with arms forward, palms facing, fingers stretched, and together. Breathe in, breathing out. All you've got to do is imagine the block, and drop the tailbone, and start to float the arms up. Lower abdomen working, isn't it? We try to end up in a Z shape. Breathe, feet and knees together. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out and down. Bring the shoulders round. Okay, we are going to go into Trikonasana. So I'm going to move my mat the other way. You might want to do something. That's a bit long, this mat. Move these out of the way. I haven't got too much space here because we've already had to move all the furniture. Let's see how it goes. Just about. Okay, so we're just doing some basics today. So, standing in the middle of your mat, in Tadasana. Place your hands on your hips, feet nice and wide. Now feet facing forward, the sides of your feet lined up with the sides of your mat. Everything lifted here. In a little, left toes completely out. And the hips facing front. And then extend the arms. Breathe. Now before we go to the side, I want to stretch up because I like to have these sides stretched well. So lengthen both sides. Breathe. Bring the arms out. Are the arms even? Have a look. They're the same height. Fingers together and stretch the fingers. Okay. So I'm going to bring the right arm down, left arm up. We're going to try and keep these sides working and slide down the leg. Now, I know you can get right down here, but that all gets spoiled. So don't worry about going too low. Have the hands towards the outer side of the leg. Bring this left arm behind you first of all. Think about all this stretching. Bring that shoulder back. So you should be facing entirely the whole body at your front. And then as long as you haven't got any shoulder problems, stretch the arm up. So it should be one up, one down. Very stable on the legs. If your neck is okay, you can turn and look at your head. So remember, you have to keep the weight back. Glance down at this foot here. Your nose should be over the toes, not in front there. Come up. If you're feeling energetic, keep the arms up. Otherwise, place them on your hips, feet facing forward, turn the right toes in, left toes out. Hips to the front. Stretch, lengthen, feel those leg muscles working. Breathe. Stretch this left side, make sure it's going to be well stretched. Bring the right arm behind you, extend, 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 then down. Turn the chest to the front. Bring that hand a little bit back here. Is your nose over your toes? Then you might be able to go a little bit more or not. Stretch the other arm up. One arm hopefully top of the other. Shoulder back. Look up if it's comfortable. Breathe. Strong legs. Breathe in and come up. Feet to the front. Bring your feet in. A little wiggle. Then we'll do a wide leg forward bend. So, legs nice and wide. It's supposed to be a leg length, if you can. Feet facing forward, hands on your hips. Then we move from the hip crease here, so keep your hands there. Bring your heels actually back of the mat. It's always better, then you know you're even. Then your bottom's in line with the back of the mat here. Have a look at that. Breathe in, breathing out, extending forward. Lower abdomen has to work, doesn't it? The bottom is not going back. Now, you have to feel this. You can't see, can you? But the legs are really working. The weight's a little bit forward, maybe. You can use blocks or fingertip. Bring your hands down. So you may need a block because I want you to look forward and give me a smile. Can't see it, but I can imagine. We're enjoying ourselves, aren't we? So it's funny. If you can, some people can go down a little bit, maybe widen a little bit, bring the elbows down. Some people might want to just bring the hands forward a little bit and drop the head. Some people might be able to thread the arms through and drop the head. Maybe about you just do it to your own, what you can do. It's your own body. So coming forward, 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 fingertips, another smile, and hands on your hips. Breathe in and come up. Bring the feet together. Back to Tadasana. We're always back to Tadasana, aren't we? And then I want to do Warrior One. Warrior One is a bit of a balance really, and it's a bit of a back bend. That's a good posture to do. So you need to come to the front of your mat. I would have to turn my mat. I will sort this all out actually. So, Warrior One, it's a strong posture. We need strength, so good Tadasana, strong legs. We're going to do it going backwards this time. So, turn the left toes out a little bit, step back with the right, and the right toes are turned out a little bit. And then just edge forward from there. Then we've got to get our hips right, haven't we? So, these are the hip bones. The knobbly bits here are the hip bones, aren't they? And remember, if they're your headlights, we're going to be on full beam, not dipped. And they're both going to be beaming forwards. Then we need to bend that front knee. So, you're not bringing the knee over the foot, it's in line with the heel. And then what happens, all this goes to the hips, doesn't it? Right, so I like to hold this hip back so that when this arm goes up, you can bring this hip forward and the other one back. Then you can get your stability and stretch the arms up. Okay, shoulders down, arms back if you can. If that's hard for you, you can bring the arms wider. So, can we dip a little bit more using the lower abdomen and dip the hips a little bit more. And then I always feel I need to spread my toes behind. Your back leg is your stability. If you're balanced, look up. Breathe. Strong. And then step forward. Come back to Tadasana. Feet together. Turn the right toes out a little bit, hands on your hips. Step forward with a back with the left leg. Now, where are the headlights going? Can you move them so they're even? Bend the front knee. Keep this right hip back. Left hip forward as much as you can. You may need to adjust the back leg. So hold this right hip back, stretch the left arm up. Strong leg at the back. may need to spread your toes a little bit more, perhaps move the toes out a bit. When you're stable, the back leg is your particular stability, the front knee is in line with the ankle, not the foot. Stretching up now, lower abdomen working. Breathe. On the next out breath, lower abdomen working, back leg working. Strong warrior. We can get through everything, can't we? Look up if you're balanced. Breathe. The arms still straight. Arms down, step forward. Have a little wiggle. Come back a little bit, just do a little forward bend. Hands on your hips, feet apart a little bit, under the hips. Breathe in, breathing out. And just let it all go. So the legs are strong and stable. The rest of the body, you can let go. So, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, let the weight of your head take you down. You can fold your arms with your thumbs coming into your crook of the elbow and release down. And just let the weight of your body take you down. You will feel this on the backs of the legs. To come up, place your hands on your hips. Breathe in as you extend forward, forward, forward at the straight. Spine, breathe in and come up. And release. Have a little wiggle out. Then we're going to kneel on the mat. Am I in the position here? That's all right. My admin department, excuse me. Am I right? And so we're kneeling comfortably. If you have trouble with your knees, you can put a cushion underneath. Or if you've got a lot of trouble with your knees, you can sit on a chair and do this. Okay, so we're straight from here. So the bottom doesn't go back, the hips stay forward. First of all, just have a stretch up. Breathe. Shoulders down. Are we in a straight line? Are the hips forward? So this is a nice stretch for the psoas muscles at the front of your thighs. Okay. So if you know you can't go back too far with this one, you can come up onto your toes, because then your heels are higher. You can put blocks on top of your calves. So let's just have a stretch up first. Bring the hands together, interlock the fingers, index fingers together, stretch up. And now, tail down, tummy up, hips forward. Okay, we're just going to do a half camel pose, so keep this left arm up, come back. Can you find something, a heel or a block? Keep the arm up and the hips forward. Breathe in and come up. Breathe out, bring the other hand back, see what you can get hold of. Breathe and come up. Okay, so go the whole pose. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out. Bring the arms back and down. Hips forward. See what you can reach. Keep long though. Keep long. So you're not scrunching up your back. Right, hold lightly where you can. And you're lifting your upper back. And then the chest, hopefully, may eventually look at the ceiling. The head goes back to keep the back of your neck long. Breathe, and it's a nice back bend. Very important for your spine. They say we're as young as our spine. Breathe in, arm, up, other arm. Out, breathe out and down. Sit on your heels for a moment if it's comfortable. Release. And then we're going to go down into Dandasana. So, you can have a block under your bottom if it suits you better. Sit it, we're moving the flesh of the bottom away. So you're sitting on your sitting bones. You need to feel, again, those other pointy bones, but they're your sitting bones. They should be on the mat, your flesh away from the mat. Now, bring your arms a little bit back, shoulders down. Again, lower abdomen helping. This supports your back. and we try to lift up. Now, you should be sitting in an L shape, not a C shape. All this, not collapsing, and you can bring the arms back to help you to support all that. And then the legs, stretching the heels. Have a look at the feet. Are the feet evenly together? Can you have a toe wiggle? And then spread the toes. Then, can you let go? Are you still sitting up? Is there any crinkles here? This is just my top. So you need to keep lifting the spine, lifting the collarbones, working the legs. Now the legs are working hard here. And pressing down. And you're lifting up. So just a small forward bend. So you're lifting, lifting, lifting. Again, the movement is coming from the hip crease here. So come a little bit forward, stretch the arms forward and look across the room. I'm imagining you giving me a smile. Breathe. Lower abdomen. Breathe in. As you breathe out, pull the lower abdomen back. Extend forward. Then bring the arms where they go without collapsing. Don't worry about going down too far. You can bring the hands a little bit forward, elbows up, and then you can release down. If you can reach the sides of your feet, do so. You're doing it to your own capacity. Breathing in and breathing out. So the legs are working hard, the rest of the body just goes down. And then breathe in and come up, slide your hands back. You're going to come forward, lie down on your mat like you did at the start, bringing your arms out to the sides. Am I visible here? Okay, we're just going to do a little easy twist to finish with. So walk the shoulders down, centre the head. The arms are out to the sides, not up here. So shoulders are down. Your feet are apart a little bit, hip width. Breathe in, breathing out. Just bring the knees over to the right. Now, focus on the left side of the body, the left shoulder. That all stays down. Just let the knees go over. Now you'll be on the sides of your feet. Keep the back of the neck long. If it's comfortable for you, move your head slightly to the left. Breathe in and come up and centre everything first. So feet are up, the arms are out and everything. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just let the knees go over. Now focus on the right side of the body. The right shoulder's down, the right arm is down. Let the knees go down. Breathing in, just breathe out. The upper body hasn't done anything, but if you can keep the chin down and not lift it, you can bring the head a little bit over to the right. Breathe in and come up. Bring the arms in. And we're going to get ready for Shavasana now. So, lying down, you may want something under your head if you usually have it. If you're, I don't know what your eating's like at home, but you may want to put something else on, I should think. Top on, a blanket's nice to use. And cover yourself over, lying down, and I'm going to take you through Shavasana. Okay, so I'm just going to let you get ready. I'm going to put my top on, I think. And I'm going to set the block. And you're going to settle down. I'm doing that now. And so you start off with the feet on the mat, and then you're going to stretch the legs out, legs a little way apart, and let them roll out away from each other, little toes coming out towards the mat. Walk your shoulders down away from your ears, arms by your sides, the palms up, and let the arms roll away from your body. So the eyes are gently closed now. You're settling down. This is corpse pose. Sometimes it's called the hardest pose because we're too busy doing something all the time, and it's quite hard to do nothing. So close your eyes, just breathe. Soften your feet, ankles, calves, knees and thighs. Release your hips, pelvis, tummy, ribs, chest. Allow the upper body to sink down towards the back body, back of your body, feeling fluid, letting go. Just breathe, just release. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands and feet. Palms of your hands very, very soft. Fingers will just curl in, let them go. Your arms are heavy. Release your jaw, let it go. Let your tongue release all the way through to the base of your tongue. Soften your throat. Your eyes are softly closed. Let them sink down away from your eyelids, releasing in the corners of your eyes. Release all muscles and bones of your face by letting go, releasing any expression. Allow your face to feel soft. Soften the bridge of your nose and around your forehead, your hairline, your ear. Let your brain sink back and back, giving all your weight away to the earth. Just letting go. Just be aware of the peace and silence in your heart. Attention now back into your body. Bring the breath back to normal. Place one foot on the mat, the other foot on the mat. Bend your knees into your chest, roll onto your right side. Push yourselves up, your hands on your knees. Come to sitting on your was the other way to when we came in, or sitting in a comfortable position where you're lifting your spine. Place your hands in Namaste under the breastbone. Close your eyes again. You can feel centered. You can feel positive. Open your eyes. Thank you very much. Namaste. Go about your day with a smile. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.